As you might know, I coached tennis for several years, and one of the things we tried to teach the kids that we taught was how to hold the racket. Just simple things: how to swing the racket, how to hit forehand, how to hit a backhand, and there were certain ways to do it correctly. And so we would have them practice the way to hold the racket over and over, how to swing the racket over and over. They would do this hundreds, if not thousands, of times. And the reason why we did that was so that they would develop muscle memory. Meaning they would be able to know how to hold the racket correctly without thought, unconsciously in a sense, or how to swing a forehand without having to think about how to swing a forehand. And spiritual formation is not that much different from the muscle memory used to play tennis. In life, spiritual practices that we've been talking about might seem foreign. They might seem hard to do. Like your brain has to kind of think about, I need to do this in order to be more like Jesus. But if we practice this enough, then all of a sudden you begin to realize that spiritual formation becomes something that is almost unconscious. It's something that you just do because you've been practicing certain traditions or rituals or spiritual formation practices. I love what the Apostle Paul wrote in Colossians chapter 3. He wrote, "Since God chose you to be the holy people he loves, you must clothe yourselves with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience." These are spiritual practices, so to speak. And it may not feel natural right away to always be kind or compassionate or good. But I believe that as Christ followers, as we practice these principles, as we practice these spiritual formation practices over and over, hundreds of times, thousands of times, eventually what you're going to find is that muscle memory will kick in and you'll begin to do these things unconsciously. It's almost like you just become that kind of person. And so I want to encourage you today to not give up on practicing these spiritual formation practices that we've been talking about, because in the end, I believe that you'll become that kind of person that represents Christ without even having to think about it.